Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Ben's Camera Show. I'm Ben, and we're going to talk about, well, not so many cameras tonight. How's everyone doing? You'll see. I being the sole producer of this show, I can decide when to take it all off into another direction. And tonight we are going on one hell of a tangent. Some people in the chat already. Old Radio, Stas Vlad. Albert, Kada, new faces, hooray. Old Radios, Barry Steinlag, everyone's in the chat. And I will try and get to your chat in between running my mouth off between all the stuff I have to show you tonight. That's right, because we are going on a little foray, well, into some stuff I've been doing, stuff I do basically when I'm not doing Super 8 stuff, although there is a bit of Super 8 in tonight's show. We're not all just into Super 8, are we? We're all people of the world. We like a bit of a bit of vegetables with our meat, don't we? Whatever that means. Firstly, though, going right back into last week's show where we had a very exciting evening looking at the Minolta D12, I forgot to show you this footage. So this is more like a sort of a addendum to last week's show. I might even cut it in there. But if you were here last week, I went through the Minolta D12, fantastic camera, and I didn't show a little clip of the footage from the fantastic lady who lent it to me, Sarah Dutton. Thank you, Sarah. So let's just have a quick look. I was kicking myself after last week's show. That was the time to show this, but it's amazing. She's been in the film industry for a while, but this is her first Super 8 film. And let's have a look. It's called Lavinia. This is just a clip from it. And this just showcases how amazing that Minolta is when you give it a really good development and scan. Yeah, I mean, look how sharp that background is. It's a little soft in the foreground. I'm not sure if that was just focus or whatever. She made this for the Straight 8 festival. So it was all done on one cartridge. I believe 200 or 500T. Yeah, very arty, moody film. Anyway, so that was Lavinia by Sarah Dutton. I believe the rest of it is up on the Straight 8 Vimeo channel, I think. So, anyway, so that was just to whet your appetite. Remjet's in the house. Hello, Remjet. So let's get on to this week. Well, what did I do? What did I do last week? Well, believe it or not, when I'm not doing these camera shows, when I'm not messing around with Super 8, part of my profession is, well, I'm a fully paid up member of the black t-shirt community. I'm not some kind of far-right maniac. No, I am one of a tech crew of various technicians who help put on live events. My responsibility is usually video. I have been known to jump in on sound when I need to, and I've even helped out with lights a little bit. But mostly it's video projection and stuff like that. In fact, tomorrow, my mate Matt and I were off down to Croydon to do a job where we're turning a large room into outer space. So that should be fun. Anyway, talking of Matt, he went down to a trade show at Olympia in London, which is a big conference centre. And in this trade show, well, I took some video and I can show you what it was. But basically, it was a trade show showcasing all the new equipment that is available for live events and staging and for techie people. So practically everyone there was wearing a black t-shirt. And I had a wonderful time just looking around at all the technology on display. Let's see what pardon me. I must remember to switch off the previous film when it's done so it doesn't keep coming up again. So let's have a look. This show was called the Plaza, Plasa, and in Olympia. And it was full of smoke, of course, from all the smoke machines on display. So it was like a bunch of stages, basically. All these different stages showing all these different like lasers and lights and sound systems. Not much in the way of performers, obviously, because we were all there to just look at the equipment. And I do find myself sometimes, you know, when I'm at a live gig and maybe it gets a bit boring or whatever, I start looking at the lights and the equipment and stuff. I start putting a professional eye over what's going on. And my God, there was some cool stuff there. There's some really cool stuff. There was curved screens, which you'll see in a minute. All different, like, I mean, lights, forget about it. I mean, there's so much of this stuff everywhere. Demonstrating, look at all those lights. Wow. Very cool. And, oh, look, all wires, all cables, this one. And more lights. Barry Steinleck, is it a form of dirigible hangar? I don't know. Ah, this is cool. This was Pink Floyd's original touring sound system. They played Dark Side of the Moon through those speakers live all around, well, probably all around the world. It doesn't look very big for a whole stage setup, but I was very impressed. That's their you can see it on Live in Pompeii, that box. And there's not the Live in Pompeii kit, but a lot of the associated machinery. Anyway, this is the curved screens I was talking about. These are so cool. I mean, look out for these in every single big shop you can think of, department stores, whatever. But basically, look, it's just a basic LED technology on a curved screen. You can put it anywhere. It looks pretty good. Super Cine 100s. Oh, yeah. This is funny. A bunch of people just standing looking at the speakers. Well, listening to the speakers. Audio guys. Tape! Oh, I like the tape. Oh, Plaza is a great show. I'm an ex-touring lighting engineer. Did you go and see the historic display? I just showed you that. Yeah, the historic Pink Floyd systems and everything. Amazing. That stuff should be in the British Museum, really. And there was a gun that shoots sparks. Those are really cool. I'm amazed that health and safety let them do that. And look, screens you can stand on. I mean, maybe I'm old or something, but I would still consider this pretty bloody cool. This stuff, nice. They were nice enough to film me standing on it. So yeah, great fun. And of course, the best thing about it is the free swag you can swipe off the people's displays. And I got myself, check it out, 2 little samplers of nice gaffer tape, a white one and a black one. And also a pen. Hey, score. Got some gaffer tape and a free pen. What's not to like? Anyway, of course, when I was there, I brought my Super 8 camera, and I must have been the only person in the entire place with any kind of analog camera, let alone a Super 8 camera. So, having seen that, I'm just going to play the footage from my phone again. Having seen this kind of lighting conditions, what the hell Super 8 film would you ever use? I mean, you got daylight coming through the top. You got every type of artificial light inside. You got, I don't think as much tungsten, to be honest. There's a lot of LEDs, and I mean, what film would you use, and what f-stop would you use? Well, what I did, I used 500T, and I was down. My light meter said my light meter app on my phone said go to like down all the way down to like 4 or 2.8. So let's have a look, see what that looks like. Yes, of course, I've got the footage I spent the other day developing it. So here we go on Super 8. Very nice. There were some people jumping around doing a bit of you know. Oh, I can never find the right music. Yeah, some lighting effects and everything. Oh, that was interesting. That last bit. Let me just play that again. I've missed the cue for the sound completely. Oh dear, I'd be fired there. Let's see. So at the very end there, I tried a few different. I'll zoom forward here. I tried a few different developing times for this particular 500T, and I think that was in for 6 minutes, and that was in for 3 minutes. I don't know what that can tell us. Anyway, so they're great fun, yes, down at Plaza. Now, Oh, let's see some of the comments. I'm going to just take a quick break and see what all the comments are. This side towards screen says, looks dystopian on film, but cool. Yeah. Black and white film. Yes, it could have gone black and white film, Super Cine. I mean, there was so much coloured light there. It would be a shame not to. What else? Tape, you lucky bastard. Yes, the gaffer tape. Anyway, I don't know if they used to put dirigibles in there, Barry. It looks about the right size for it. Anyway, Old Radio says, why is it still this damn hot in September and I got to rip up a deck part? Yeah, nice for some. Bloody hell, in London, it's gone. We've gone down to like 10 degrees now and lower. We've even started to wonder whether it's time to put the heating on. The heating! And they put the price up of the heat, the bastards. Anyway, so in my capacity as a sort of video engineer, you could call me, as well as a Super 8 guy. Video engineering pays more, by the way, so there's that. But as part of my capacity in that, I did a project in March, which was a very interesting project, and it led me down some interesting avenues. And I'm gonna show you some cool stuff that I got. Well, that stuff that I used in this project. Let me get into my little box here. Right now. What have the Beatles got in common with Cliff Richard and the Shadows and all these other people, Landis brothers, whoever they are, Tommy Allen, Roy Young, Aegis Saxon? Well, obviously they're all like acts of the 60s. But if you look at the very top of this old poster, it says Gaumont State, Kilburn. And this is a picture of the Beatles sitting on the stairs at the then called Gaumont State in Kilburn. The Gaumont State is actually known as the State Building, known because of its architecture, which is reminiscent of the Empire State Building. And a festival called Light Up Kilburn were doing a thing where they project wonderful projections and light-based art all over Kilburn High Street and in a little park there next to Kilburn High Street. And they came along to me. Well, they didn't come along. I went along to them, asked if I could do it. They said no. And then my good friend Masha, a.k.a. Dancing Pixels, she got the commission. And she said, well, I'll split it with you because then we can do half each. So I sort of sneaked in through the back door, if you like. And projecting on stuff is something that's really come along in leaps and bounds over the last few years, mainly because of the whole projection mapping that they do now. You know, where they assign different types of projections to different parts of the building, and they make it all look very, very cool. And this is something I have done in the past. Here's something I did. This is an inside projection mapping I did in Margate, of all places, a few years ago. In fact, there's video of it here. I used video of escalators going up and down, light VU meter in the middle, and I was asked to project onto these stairs. It's actually very disconcerting trying to walk upstairs while an escalator is being projected onto it, which was fine. That's kind of what I was after. So I thought I'd use my, as Liam Neeson, my very, very particular set of skills to bring them to bear to this job in Kilburn. What did I do in Kilburn? Well, let's get this bit off first. Let's get that off there. Right. So, what did I do? Well, I got out an old piece of equipment called a Vectrex. That's right. A Vectrex. What is a Vectrex? Well, I can quickly show you what a Vectrex is. Pressing this button here. There we go. There's a Vectrex. There's a Vectrex. Now, a Vectrex is an old video game system from the early 80s, which has its own built-in screen, as you can see, and all the graphics on it are vector-based. So they're not dots on a screen like a normal cathode ray tube. This screen is basically a sophisticated oscilloscope, or it's an unsophisticated oscilloscope connected to some sophisticated machinery. And as a result, it plays games like, if you remember Asteroids back in the day, or Tempest, or Battle Tank, they were like line, polygon shaped. Everything looked like a wireframe model, and it all moved very quickly, and it was very, very well done. So I used the Vectrex, and I found I have an attachment to it called a light pen. But before any of that, Barry says radar screen. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So I got a thing called a light pen, and I've got a video here of how I went about creating some visuals to play on the front of the old state building in Kilburn. Now, because the building has a long, storied history of hosting bands and music, I thought I'd try and get some music-based visuals kind of on it. This side towards me says, my brother has a Vectrex. They are so expensive, but they look amazing. We're going to go on eBay later, and we're going to see how much they cost now. I got mine in 1995, and it was I thought it was expensive even then. So yeah, they've gone up since then. It's a bit of a collector's item, I guess you'd call it. Anyway, so let's have a look at what I did and what came of it. So let's get the slideshow off. Here we go. So here's the state building. Right? Now, this is the photo that the organizers sent me. And this photo is basically the template upon which to create all my projections. So obviously this photo is not going to be part of the projections, but I laid it down in Adobe After Effects in order to create all the stuff that's going to project onto it. Okay? Now, what I did is an extremely unsophisticated thing, but I put a piece of acetate clear film on the top of my computer like this, and I physically drew around all the lines around the state building over the acetate using a Sharpie pen. Okay, and after that, that's what it gave me. It gave me a piece of clear film with a pretty much accurate diagram of the state building. I then overlaid that on the Vectrex like this. And what did I do then? Well, I'm going to show you the kind of thing I did live. That's right. I have a Vectrex right over here, all set up to show you. Here's my, yes, there's my hand. There's the Vectrex screen. And I'm going to show you live exactly what can be done on this thing. It's not just for playing games. Oh, no. Okay, let me get up position now. Right, let's switch it. Oh, I got to switch on the exit mic. Now there is a lot of buzzing. These things are notorious for just creating a constant buzz, so you're going to just have to get used to that. Isn't that lovely? Come on, there we go. Nice. And we're away. So this is a multi-cart which comes in the thing. And I'm going to select here Art Master. Now with Art Master, you can't play it unless you have one of these, which is the Vectrex Light Pen. I regret paying what I paid for this on eBay. I got a bit carried away during a bidding war, and well, anyway, they actually make our homebrew ones now. You can get them for cheaper than this original one that I got. So you got Sketch, Connect, and Animate. We're going to go to Animate. Yeah, boom. And using the controller, which is this bit here, I'm going to hold down button 1, and every time I do that and point the pen, it makes a little dot like that. Beep, beep, beep. If I hold down button 2, I can make lines, vector lines. Nice. Like that. Okay. And let's say that's frame 1. Right? So we go to next down here. And this is frame 2. And now you can hold on to one of these points and shift it around to somewhere else. Let's put it over there. I can hold on to this dot. I can put that dot down there. I can put this dot over, oops, Come on. There we go. Put that dot over there. And lastly, let's put this line up here. Let's put this vertex or whatever, or this one here. And move that over there. Let's do another frame. So we go to next. This is frame 3. And we can move stuff around a bit more. We're only just going to show you. So dot there, leave that line there. Okay, then we go and play, and boom! It will animate every frame in between the ones that you have, have given it. All the in-between stuff. And you can even slow it down or speed it up, which is great. So speed it up a bit. Faster, 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 faster. Hey, see, and now you've got kind of almost like a picture there with the high. So great fun. Now the only way to get the video out of this that you've done is to basically do what I'm doing now and to film the screen with a DSLR camera or any kind of camera. I think people do these homebrew aftermarket things on Vectrexes where they give you they go into the electronics and they give you a video out, like an analog video out, so you can capture the screen directly. I'm doing it old-fashioned style by just filming it with a DSLR camera. Now we go back to the video. Super Cine 100, that's cool. Yeah, damn right, it's cool. Remjet, wow, it's an incredible piece of technology. Yes, it is, and it's very versatile. And there's some cool stuff you can do with it. I'll just switch that off for now because we're going to go back to the video to show you what it was I did. So here we go. So yes, we did that. We saw that. We saw that. Okay, so there we go. So what I did is I drew an outline around the state building acetate there, the transparency that was physically stuck to the screen there. I drew around it with the light pen. Now you can only have a certain number of vertexes on this thing before the whole thing gets too flickery and you kind of overload the processor. But I got that many, and I did a bit of an animation between a couple of points. Here we go. Let's have a look at that. So I made it all kind of like fold in on itself like that. So the basic shape of it is of the state building, and I got that. So I'm thinking that's going to look really cool projected onto it. But it wasn't cool enough. I wanted something to make it... No, I discovered something here completely by accident. So you can speed it up, slow it down there. Now, here's what I discovered. When I was filming this, I was trying to find the correct shutter speed. Okay, like 100th of a second, 1/200th, 50th of a second. What's the best way? And what I discovered was if you mess around with the shutter speed on the DSLR, then it creates the classic banding that if you've ever tried to film one of your Super 8 projections on the wall and you've seen black bands all go down the picture, you don't want that. But in this case, it made an amazing effect. So as we can see here, that's the picture on the DSLR screen, and I'm going to change, without changing anything else, I'm just changing the DSLR's shutter speed. Okay? And look what happens here. There's the flickering starting, the banding, and then more banding. It starts to band on different parts of it because, of course, it's drawing this picture at over a certain amount of time. And if you go all the way up to like 1,000th of a second, it turns into this basically looks like kind of snow dropping. And what you've got is the picture, but only revealed like in bits like this. So it looks like it's kind of falling but staying the same. It looks amazing. And if you add the actual movement of the thing, it looks even better. So here's Adobe After Effects, and let's see what the actual rendered image was that I then sent. There we go. So that's the rendered picture on After Effects. Amazing. And then that's how it is superimposed on the ping and then superimposed there. And I wanted to do something else to just jazz it up a little bit. So I did something on After Effects that I looked up. I messed with the color registration. So there's the image, and then there. See where it goes all like wiggly and the colors all separate from white to red, green, and blue, like that. I did that using a tutorial about After Effects, and I really, really can't remember what the tutorial was, and I wouldn't be able to replicate it, but I do have the original file, and that's basically what I did. Maybe I can get that better as a slideshow. Let's see, what have I got? Here we go. So yeah, so down here is some kind of wiggle thing on After Effects. I guess if you just pause this and then zoom up, maybe you can see what I'm doing. So let's just carry on here. So yeah, I got those. I got those nice kind of out of registration, shaky, different colors there. And then projected onto the side of the state building. Let's see how that turned out. Nice. So it starts off with looks like snow falling or something. And then more and more the picture sort of gets revealed until the whole state building is sort of like gone a bit jazzed up. Now, of course, I had like 1.5 minutes of footage to fill. I didn't do all just this. No. I wanted to showcase other sort of musical stuff. So what did I do? I went and I filmed various things that to do with music, such as, let's just let this play out here. There you can see it in the center there. Such as a VU meter that was on an old tape deck. And a guitar, some guitar strings. I thought that would look good. Some vibrating strings. Put that up the middle bit. And a keyboard, which I pretended to be able to play. And another VU meter like that. So I took all those elements, all that raw film, and I colored them, and I did various After Effects-ish stuff to them, and made some nice overlay stuff like this. Looks all, there's the guitar there in the middle, there's the VU meter on the left, on the right there's the keyboard. I thought that could look good going up and down there. And then there's the other VU meter in the middle there. There we go. Oh my God, the chat's gone nuts. Everyone's saying, how far away was the projector? Ah, Barry, yes, the projector was projecting from the other side of the street. So I would say it was one high street width apart. I don't know, that's like about the width of 2, 3 or 4 buses. I don't know, meters, I'd say maybe 20 meters away, about, yeah. It was a good projector. I didn't set the projector up. I did. Hey, Lyndon's in the house. Hey, Lyndon. So yeah, so after I had all these elements, I downloaded various sort of weird-looking stuff off the internet. I used some. Here we go. I used some various graphics. There at the bottom, that note with the stave, that's also from a Vectrex game called Music Master. And so I created all the overlay to go on top of the state building. And let's see how that looked when it finally all got projected. I liked all those flashing those meters that go up and down like that. Very nice. That thing in the middle was I think it was an old Winamp visualization. Remember Winamp, everyone? Let's see how that looked coming up on the building itself. Okay, yeah, we get the idea. Here we are. So yeah, that's how it looked, and it looked very good, very nice. I used all the vertical lines like as VU meters. I was interested in the visual representation of sound. The whole thing was silent, by the way. There was no audio playing during it. It was just people going about their lives on the street there, and this nuttiness going on the state building. It got a couple of looks. In fact, it got more than that. There was a whole tour group came along, and I had to talk to them all. Aldrea says, that's my pops, always choosing the hottest day to his project. Oh, he's talking about his deck. Talk away. So yeah, that's oh, we got some sound at least. And there's the old stage poster I put, the old poster of the show up there. And there's the pianos on the sides. Anyway, it came out really nicely, I thought. This side towards me looks amazing, Ben. Now that's this bit here. These decorations were done by Dancing Pixels, and she used the whole thing as a canvas and did all these showed musicians and stuff. Lovely visuals. Very, very different to what I was doing and complemented it all very nicely. And this was all part, as I said, of the Light Up Kilburn festival, which was a very nice little festival in the in northwest London. And of course, what did I do? Well, did I film it on Super 8? Yes, of course I did. I filmed it on Super 8. What did I use? That's the question. Let's see. That was another projection down the street by someone else. And there's some more pictures. These pictures, some of them by Crispy and Blaze, I have to credit. Very good photographer. He got some fantastic pictures. There's me talking to a a group of dignitaries from Kilburn or Camden Council, and in my hand you can see I'm holding a Super 8 camera. Let's see if I got. No, I can't. No, I don't have my top camera on. And that's Masha talking about her projection. My God, what's that? And there's me in front of it. Lovely stuff. Right, let's see how that all came up on Super 8. I have to. Okay, never mind about that. I have to admit, the film I used was some 500T that I'd accidentally burned. I was doing some cartridge loading and stuff like that, and I opened the changing bag, and then I saw the cartridge there with its back off and the film inside it. So I quickly put it back in the dark, and well, that's the reason why what you're about to see has got a crazy looking burn marks on it. Let's have a look. Nice. So yeah, so there's people looking at it. I don't know who the Ruach City Church are, but they were nice of them to let us use the front of their building. Yeah, all that burning. That was only like a second or so, and it was on its side, which is why it's all on the sides there. So yes, some people were doing dancing. Now this is where it really came together well. Burned film and fire dancer. Damn yeah. Why not? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I sent this to the Light Up Kilburn people, and they said, oh, they loved the fact that it was all like grimy and burned looking like that. Yeah, what else are you going to do with burned film but to film projections outside? Little bit dim. Maybe I should do it. I should have done it on a Niso with long exposure. Can't complain though. Came out all right. Well, I mean, it might have come out all right if I hadn't accidentally exposed the film. But you know, it's better I use it for something like this that's kind of abstract. Very nice. There's more? No, there isn't. There we go. So that was it. That was on filmed on a YouMig Mini 5. Same camera I used for the Plaza show in Olympia. Barry says solarized. I don't know. So solarized or just burned? Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Today everyone wants light burns and scratches. Yes, damn right. I'm just throwing them out there, you know. So it's burned. I didn't even try very hard. Have I got any more pictures to show? Oh, yeah, that one of me and dancing pixels there. There we go. Lovely. And that is what I've got to show you tonight. And instead of it looks like we're gonna end a bit earlier tonight because, well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff I've got saved up for future shows. But tonight, what we're going to do for a little end party, I'm not going to show you a Super 8 film because I'm going to pick up a whole bunch of new Super 8 films or new old Super 8 films tomorrow. So we're going to be sorted for film shows for the end of the show from now on. And instead, we're going to go back to the old Vectrex. Yes, we are. Not that. Let's get that off. Vectrex back on. And let's play a game. Well, when I say let's, I mean I'm going to play a game. What should we play then? What should we play? Let's go through the list there. Oh, and by the way, these things are black and white, right? But if you want color if you want color, they give you these overlays, these amazing plastic screens, a bit like the old classic 80s video games, where to get color, they just plonk that in front of it, and hey, it's all in color. Right. Well, some of these games come with their own color overlays, some don't. In fact, let's see which one. This one was for Scramble, so let's play a bit of Scramble. Remember Scramble? Of course you do. It's a side scroller. Oh, I got to put the thing up there. Okay, so you put this up like that. There we go. And so, yay, Scramble. Oh, I'm not on the picture there. All right, so I didn't suppose when you tuned in tonight, you expected to be watching yet another YouTuber play games, but here we are. So the idea with Scrambles, I've got bombs. That's me at the top. I've got bombs and I've got bullets. Those guys are trying to kill me, and I'm dead. And I've got a fuel gauge, and that fuel's going to run out if I'm not careful. So I've got to bomb fuel depots. Yeah. There, you can see I grew up in the 80s because, yes. Barry says, great work, Ben. Thanks, Barry. Should we have a look at, should we find another game? Why not? Okay, there we've got, here's one called Cosmic Chasm, which is basically Tempest, if you remember Tempest. These games, these physical games, eh? No downloading on Steam tonight. No. Here's the cartridge. That's what it looks like. And I plonk that into the side of the game. Okay, now, where's my overlay? Here we go. Stas Vlad, lots of hearts there. Old Rez, I got my Commodores. Hey, good for you, mate. Commodores. I had a BBC Model B back in the day. I had to share it with my brother. Cosmic Chasm. Woo! Oh, that's fun. Look, if I hold Cosmic Chasm close enough, you can see my green screen. The doesn't work otherwise. There we go. So let's put the overlay on there. Cosmic Chasm, and we'll see what that's like. Oh, isn't this exciting? Obviously, I don't have the classic 64, but 64C. Super Cine says, that's fantastic. Never seen a Vectrex before. Oh, well. Oh, it's exciting one, this. I should probably turn off the other lights here. Looking a bit dim. Right. Come on, then. Mission 1. Yeah. Yes, I'm ready. Oh, my God. What the hell is this? How the hell do you play that? I have to turn my lights off. There we go. That's better. Oh, I'm dead already. Okay, Cosmic Chasm. Here we go. I think that's me on the right. And I'm moving. Oh, they're after me. Kill. Kill. Let's get out this way. Oh, no, there was a door there. It crackles like shock therapy. Yeah. Anyway. Fun for the whole family. There's also some interesting stuff here. A test pattern. Let's reset this thing. Oops. All right, one more. We'll do one more, and then I'll let you all go. In fact, what I'm going to do, we're going to play some music now on this thing because it can play music. No, not Cosmic Chasm again. I forgot to put the other cartridge in. Okay, here we go. Nice. Let's switch that on there. And there is actually a 3D viewer you can get for this thing. It's this crazy helmet with spinning discs on it. And there we go. So it's with anyway, so let's play some music here. What have we got here? Vector Vaders, Patriots, all good things. Daisy, Bach's Prelude. Yeah, let's class it up in here. So, you come home from work, you're tired, you want to put a bit of music on, you want to relax. Why not with a bit of Prelude? Turn it up a bit. Oh, isn't that lovely? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, damn, it's loud. Oh God, I think I've put it a bit loud. Well, that's it, everyone. Oh, let's switch that down a bit. I can't find the volume. There we go. Lovely. There we go. Right. And that would... Oh, I can't talk over that. It's just it's too complicated. Awesome. Anyway, this side towards it, there are some newer Vectrex games people have made. There is a platformer too. I know. I'm one of the... I'm a member of the Vectrex Fans Unite Facebook group, believe it or not. And yes, I've seen all the stuff. They've made some amazing stuff. Anyway, that's it, everyone. Let's just play that again, just so I can put it all together now. We've got the Super 8, got the end credits. Oops. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back in 2 weeks. Next week I'm busy. I will be back in 2 weeks, and I will be here on the 26th of September with Double 8 Shootout. We're finally going to get some Double 8s on the show. And Staz says, many hearts to you from Ukraine. Right back at you, Staz. Best of luck there. Great time. See you next time. Says Barry. Next time I'll tell you if I found my cameras at the flea market. Yeah, do that, old radios. Thanks everyone for joining me. It's been a bit different tonight, and we're finishing up now. and that's that for Ben's camera show. So good night, everyone. Oh, let's just see quickly what it is, how much one of these buggers is going to cost you. Let's see. Get rid of all of this and this and this. Oh, damn it! Where is it? There it is. Okay. Just gonna play the Bach on a loop now. Why not? So yeah, one of these went for £450, and one went for £449. These things are on the pricey side. So let's see how much you can get one for now. Let's go to £880. Oh, that's for a special game. Yeah, 878, 750. That's the cheapest. You can get, there we go, £360. So about the same as a Canon 814 XLS. So there you go. So yeah, go and get one if you like. You got 500 quid, maybe I'll sell you mine. Anyway, good night everyone. I'm going to cut it as soon as the music finishes. So there we go. Oh boy, no, I don't want to see that. Oops. Oh, it's all over the place. Let's just cut it. That's it, everyone. Good night. Oh no, it's still on. We're just gonna hang around till this is finished, till this music is finished. See if I can finish it on the. Thanks, Remjet. Thanks, Super Cine. And finish. Good night, everyone.